Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to my channel, White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This is the 5th Summer Love Bonus reading for the summer of 2025, and it covers August 21st to September 4th. First, we'll take a look at the days that are favorable and not favorable for love. Then we're going to get some messages from the tarot. And lastly, we'll get an oracle card for those that are in a long-term relationship and those that are single. This is a collective reading, so if something does not resonate, just check out your other placements. The quick links are listed down below in the description box with the timestamps and the link to your playlist. Also, thank you to everyone who has put a donation in my PayPal donation jar. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Okay, let's start with our cosmic lovers. Venus, the goddess of love, and Mars, the god of war. She symbolizes love, beauty, and harmony, while he symbolizes passion, and he drives that physical energy. Together, they're very important in determining our romantic desires, our attraction, and all the forces that are at work in our intimate relationships. So what do they have for us this time around? Well, we're going to start off with a beautiful green heart, a green light on the 21st, because the moon in Leo will sextile Mars in Libra. Meaning that if you want to talk to the person that you're very attracted to and you don't know what to say, don't worry. On the 21st, the words will flow. It's a really good relationship day. On the 5th, another great, beautiful green heart. Here, the moon of Virgo will sextile Venus in Cancer. And this is the perfect day for love, relationships, marriage, blind dates, planning a party, for your social life, to go out, to meet people, and to have fun. Is there anything else that you'd like? Because that was a very long list, and it's all going to go well because of this. Furthermore, on the 25th, we had Venus in Cancer, as I said. Venus is going to shift into Leo. And when Venus enters Leo, we all become passionate. We start to show that soft tenderness that can make us irresistible. We will all be at the mercy of love. We will also have this fiery awakening within us. So if you become very generous, you know why. Okay, let's continue. Let's go for another beautiful green heart, 3 in a row. This one, as you can see, has a little bit of yellow. Let's find out why. But first, let's take a look at why it's green. This beautiful green color comes from Venus. Venus is going to be in Leo, and she's going to trine with Saturn in Aries and Uranus in Gemini. Okay, both of these are excellent trines and sextiles because it's a good time for committed relationships and marriage for the 26th. The feeling of love is going to be loyal and sincere. Now, whether you are already in a relationship or single, you're going to give off charm. You're going to look good and you're going to attract people that day. Okay, whatever you wear, whether it's simple or audacious, it doesn't matter. You're going to look good in it. Okay. The fact that it's also sextiling with Uranus means that you're going to be very approachable to love. Not only is love in the air, but excitement is also in the air. And the reactions in the encounters is going to be very, very quick. Making new contacts, making friends, connections, very easy. You can do that very easily. Pleasure is also abundant because your good looks are attracting so many people. You can choose. Okay, so why is it yellow? What's happening to kind of ruin it, but just to put us on guard? Mars. Mars is going to be in Libra, and it's going to be conjunct to the moon in Libra, which means irritation. Now, all this beautiful atmosphere, this loving atmosphere, your good looks, you're feeling good, you're radiating all that energy, it could irritate some people. Some people that don't know that this is happening, and so they don't wake up in the morning saying, hey, today's a great day. I can use it to my favor. I know I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. Instead, they're going to look at you, and they might just feel jealous. And this could irritate them, and therefore gossip can start. Now, we have to be very careful because when gossip starts to spread, it can damage us because it's fake, fine. But in the meantime, it could damage us and it could create separations in a relationship. So my advice here to keep this all a beautiful green heart is to keep your private life private and enjoy it privately and keep it away from jealous eyes, really envious eyes. In that manner, you can protect it. Okay, is this not a great reading? This is beautiful. So far, all greens. Here we have Venus and Leo still, great combination. And it will trine with Neptune in Aries. Now, Venus plus Neptune plus Pisces, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, we have a trine. And this is going to bring karmic gifts. Now, if you did something in the past and you were really good with someone, it's going to come back to you. This is the karma that's coming in on the 27th. It's a perfect time for attracting real love into your life. Magical day. Remember, keep in mind always that kindness will come back to you. It will be reflected tenfold to you. Okay? So, have a great time with your friends or with your loved ones. Have a party. Go ahead. But remember, don't exaggerate, because otherwise too much desires is not really good. Okay? Okay, the 28th. On the 28th, there we go. We have our first red X, because Venus in Leo is going to square with the moon in Scorpio. And it's not a good day for relationships, for emotions, etc. And it could be a little bit argumentative. So on this day, I'd say, well, with all the green days that we have, let's just take a day off from relationships and spend it on our own. Then on the 31st, we have another beautiful, beautiful green day, green light. And this is both for Venus and for Mars, because they're both in a good, loving mood. The moon is going to be in Sagittarius, so it's going to trine with Venus in Leo, and it's going to sextile with Mars in Libra. What does this mean? If you're getting married on the 31st, it's perfect. Love and marriage is going to flow beautifully. Even if you're not getting married, but there's something romantic, it's going to go well. Okay, the feeling of love here on the 31st is reliability. It's very reliable, solid, and stable. Okay, you're going to be in a good mood. You're going to avoid conflicts. You don't care about that. No one really does. It's the energy that is really positive, and anything you say will go well. Okay, you're going to say the right words to the right person, and it's one of those beautiful relationship days. The 3rd instead is another day in which we should just take a break, because here Mars is going to be in Libra, and it's going to be squaring the moon in Capricorn. Okay, never square the god of war, because if you do, arguments are going to come up and he's going to want to win. So because of this, it could be a good day just to say, okay, well, I'm going to take a break. I have things to do. Okay. Disagreements with your partner can easily arise on this day. That's why I'm saying you should just take the day off and do something else. Find something to do. Otherwise, emotions might be a little bit turbulent and people might be moody and everything just comes up like a little volcano. We don't want that. Okay, Scorpio, now that you have a rundown and you know what to do and where and when and where, you know how to avoid the landmines. Let's take a look at the messages from Spirit for the 21st of August until the 4th of September. Ooh, that one turned and it was turning on the upright, so it's not perfect. Let's just take it. No, I heard leave it like this. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Leave it like this. Okay, the 8 of Swords. Okay, you are a little bit paralyzed and you're breaking free. You don't know which way to turn. Okay, you're actually you feel helpless, and yet you're trying to find the strength to get out of something. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Yeah, the 21 of the world, the major arcana, 21. Okay, you're taking a look at closing something, but at the same time, it's like saying, wait a second, maybe I haven't closed everything. You want to close the door, but you're not really ready to do the whole thing, right? That's why you're trapped. That's why you're paralyzed. You can't do that. Saying, wait a second, can I close the relationship? No, not yet, because maybe I need something, okay? Maybe I need closure, but I'm kind of really ready, but I really would like to know something else. There's something else I'd like, and let's see what it is. 2 of Wands. Okay, the 2 of Wands is that you're ready, basically, okay? You want to know, there's some information that you want to know, and you're doing it to, how can I say this, to play safe. That is, so that you know for the next time around what to expect. You want to create experience for yourself here, and that's good. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to close it just yet because you just, yeah, You want to avoid any risk of this repeating again. That's it. Very good, Scorpio. Okay, let's see. Well, one door closes, another door opens. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. Okay, yeah, see the Five of Cups. Okay, now the Five of Cups is coming in the reverse, which is good because once this does happen and you understand what happened and the why and you learn from it, you find peace and you move on, okay? And this is exactly what you're supposed to do. And this is good, okay? So just in case you get tempted to remain there stuck, don't. Walk away, keep walking, go forward, learn the lesson and go. The most wisest thing to do, okay? Really good. You're starting to see things positively. You're seeing whatever happened, your error, their error, the actual situation, and you're finding strength in it. That's good. That is the action of a wise person. Okay, let's see. Wow. Good. See, you're healing. Excellent. Whatever happened, whatever interference that came up before, it's gone. Okay? With the acceptance, you're actually moving on. And you're going towards recovery, okay? You could actually be going also towards reconciliation with someone, by the way, because something that you couldn't close, you need to know the information, okay? So this is, I'm feeling there's sort of like a diversion. I'm feeling two different roads for some Scorpios and for others. For some of you, it will be a reconciliation that you're able to close something. And then finally find peace. Others of you will be walking away and forgiving and recovering. And that's it. And just keep going, okay? So it's going to be a little bit different in two different sets of Scorpios out there. Okay, then we have the moon in the reverse. Okay, you're going to see clarity and you're going to see the misunderstanding. Most likely this will go back to the Mercury retrograde. If you remember in the previous readings, I had said that the retrograde ended, of course, on the 11th or 12th, if I remember correctly, and the post-retrograde phase ends on the 25th. So that misunderstanding, whatever happened, you're going to get clarity from it, because before you can understand why, and that's why you wait a second before I move on, etc. Explain what happened, okay? So you're going to get that understanding of what happened in the relationship. And then we have a beautiful Six of Cups, okay? It's going to give you, let's say it's going to give you pleasure to close this off, to have this information. It's going to give you some sort of comfort that you can go on, or it's going to let you heal, okay? But whatever it is, you don't have to worry about it. Whatever it is, it's going to do you good, okay? It's going to make you move forward, and you're going to be happy. You're basically going to be happy with the information because it's exactly what you needed. Okay. Then it's up to you, of course. Your free will is something that no one will ever take away. So let's see. What else do we have for our Scorpios? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you're going to think, okay, I'm good, but I've learned a lesson. I've learned that I missed my chance or something, and maybe I did something a little bit foolishly. Who knows? Okay, doesn't matter. What counts is that you learned it, because that was the purpose of this experience. Remember, every experience has a reason why it happened. So not all of them are going to go well. They can't. Only one will go well, like the really, really good one, or a few will go well. But even there, I can't really say a few will go well, because we end up where we end up, the person we end up with, that is that one that has to go well. And in order for that perfect one to go well, the ones before it are supposed to close. You can't keep them all open simultaneously, right? It's only logical. Okay, let's see. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is coming in the reverse, okay? Because, yeah, we're coming away out of, you do have some sort of disappointment still in your mouth, like that taste of disappointment. But that's not going to last very long, okay? Because once you understand it and you say, gosh, what did I do that? I was really foolish or whatever. Okay, yeah, but you got the idea. You understood what it was for and you learned something. And that's when this happens. The Four of Pentacles. Okay? Someone beautiful walks in. Someone who has been waiting for you. Someone who it just says, okay, this is everything that I have. Okay. And this, you're actually going to pick up that energy. Okay. Again, I'm feeling a diversion here with two different Scorpios. Some of you are going to feel the stability and the security after this. Others of you, this is the energy coming in. Okay. And you might just absorb it. You might understand it as well. You're going to come out, in any case, a lot wiser and a lot stronger. Okay, let's see what else we have for our Scorpios. Anything else for our Scorpios? Because they're smiling. At the end of this 2-week period, they're smiling. They're going, okay, I get it. I get it now. Okay. No, absolutely. Oh, yeah, yes. See, every time I say no, it's like a challenge. The universe says, okay, well, we'll send it to you. Okay, here's how you're changing as well, because you've learned the lesson. You get it, I get it. Knight of Swords. Okay, is that not a nice card or what? You're going to become much more perfectionist. Okay, you're going to not accept absolutely everything, and you're going to become a little bit more critical and start choosing. And as soon as something is not as you wish, you're not going to be simply happy with it, accept it. No. Okay. You're going to say, no, I'm sorry. Okay. You're going to be a little bit more impatient because now maybe you were a little bit too less impatient. Like you weren't impatient enough. You were accepting. And instead, what's going to happen is you're going to be looking at the details and you're going to say, no, I'm sorry. I've learned my lesson. I understand. This is a no, or maybe this is a yes. And that's the biggest lesson, okay, to save time in life and recognize the right person from the wrong person, okay? Like I said, not all stories are meant to last, because they can't. Literally, they cannot last. So they come for a reason. Okay, let's get a card for our Scorpios in a long-term relationship that would like to freshen things up a bit. Passion. Keep the passion and the romance alive. Schedule regular dates and trips. Of course, these should never end. This should always be like the first date or a simple date where you actually work up the excitement of going out and doing something and creating some sort of memory. Those should never be missed. And there's my card coming out. For our singles, travel together. Okay, this is a really good experience because you really get to know the person. You begin to integrate into each other's lives, travel together, and introduce each other to your friends. Okay, this is a really nice way so that you avoid whatever it was that happened before. Okay, taking it a little bit, let's say, taking another route to get to know them. Traveling together is suggested. So, and in fact, it is a good idea. Okay, like we said, you get to know each other, get to know each other's friends and the whole circle. So you get to see more things, more details, and that'll give you a better picture, a clearer picture of the person. Again, experience is really, really helpful in life to avoid the pitfalls. Okay, Scorpio, I really hope this helps and that it helps you in some way to avoid the pitfalls and to live a better and happier life. For the moment, I'm going to say thank you so much for being with me, for liking, for sharing, and above all, for subscribing to our channel, because I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now, Scorpio. From Angel.